Hi, Olympia. It's really
Hi,
nice
Galina.
to see you. Hi. So we're here today to talk about thriving practice. I'm super excited. We've been working on it for a couple of, I want to say a couple of months now, and I feel really good about it. And I feel like so many people can benefit from your knowledge and the help that you're giving me. Would you like to say a couple of words about yourself?
Yes, this is a program designed to help holistic health practitioners and wellness practitioners achieve their goals and to be successful and thrive and do it in a way with proven techniques that are easy to use and anybody can do them. And my good friend Galina Denzel here has asked me to help her with her business to help it thrive. She has an ongoing business that she would like to grow up to the next level. And so we're going to use ourselves as guinea pigs. And you'll get to observe and learn throughout the process as we worked it out live.
It's very, very cool. It's very rare to meet a mentor like you in the health industry and the health and fitness, wellness, holistic health industry, because there's so few people that understand both business and at the same time understand the field.
Well, I come from a unique background where I have a MBA, which is a Master's of Business Administration, but I've been a corporate executive. I was an executive at the age of 29, and I was leading the military's second largest program ever, responsible for almost a $4 billion program, and done a lot of consulting and other things. So I have a unique perspective from the business side as well as from the holistic health side, where I have been practicing for the last 13 years. So I'd love
Wow.
to share that with you and with everybody else to help you be all you want to be and have what you want to have and attract the right combination of people and clients and alliances.
I like that you can translate. What really attracted me to you as a mentor is that you can translate what's in my heart, and you have kind of resonate with what's in my heart for my clients and for myself in my personal life, and you can translate that into business speak, which I very much need.
It's my pleasure.
It's been great. So I wanted to kind of open and spend a little bit of time talking about the common, kind of the common denominators. What are those things that we all need to do, yet we find hard to do as health and wellness practitioners? Why do you think it's so hard, especially when you're a one-man show like I am?
Oh boy, there's a lot of answers to that one, but a couple of them that come right off the top of my head are that there are many skills that are involved to running a business. It's not just doing the work. Doing the work is what most people love doing, are passionate about. They've invested a lot of time, energy, and money in trainings and education to have that skill to be able to offer, but then they don't know how to reach out to people, how to connect with clients, how to attract and retain clients. They don't know how to do budgeting or planning, setting goals, both business and personal, as well as financial goals. And some people have really dysfunctional belief systems around money, which is part of what we go into the modules, is identifying those blocks and eliminating them so that we can thrive and feel worthy of being so successful.
That is wonderful, because I feel like when you have a passion to really help people and help people thrive, you can help people so much better if you are thriving yourself. And unlike kind of the starving artist hypothesis, where it's like this great and amazing art comes out of this pain and turmoil and your heart bleeding, when you're in the health and fitness industry, what we're teaching people is how to be healthy, how to do better, how to have a fuller, happier, more vibrant, joyful life. And you cannot do that from a place of being anxious and worried and troubled and discombobulated and disorganized and jumping from one place to another. And I know for me, I majored in linguistics, so I have maybe the best skill to write a blog post or to work on a book, but I don't have any skill or any sufficient skill in selling myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you've hit on something. So many practitioners are like a one-eyed dog in a meat market. You know, they see everything, they want everything, they want it now, and they're hungry, and you know they're willing to break through the window to get to it, and there's just not that sense of calm and centeredness and groundedness, as well as having a plan of what to do and how to do it, and just merely executing the plan as opposed to chaotically, oh, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that, and there's no cohesion, there's no integration of what you're doing, there's no economies of scale or efficient use of your time, which after all, time is money in these types of practices, so spend your time wisely as well. And use your time as if you're investing, because that's what you're doing. You're investing in yourself and your practice with every minute you spend doing something. So why not consciously choose how you're going to do that and have it fit into your overall goals of what you'd like and where you'd like to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we had a little bit of time before we started recording today to talk about reaching out. And you had some wonderful ideas about reaching out to other practitioners and forming alliances and just making yourself known to the world. And you're an artist yourself, but you don't sit home with your art. I feel like you wear so many hats, but you don't sit home with your art. You're going to all these galleries and art shows, and you're telling people about what you do, and your Facebook page is a different piece of art every couple of weeks, and I feel like you're out there with your art, and it's just kind of hard to me to talk to people about pelvic floor disorder at a party, or, oh, I noticed you have a bunion, how's that going for you? You know, it's yeah, I noticed. I noticed you have some anxiety. Would you like to work on that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not when, especially with me, I have a business where I'm helping people learn how to move. It's like, I noticed that limp. Would you like to work on that? So how do we connect to clients that we don't know? How do we connect to practitioners that don't know about what we do? And how do we form these beautiful networks that feed into our businesses? So when somebody's cousin gets foot pain, I'm the man. I'm the person that they send that person to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's all about relationships, and relationships are built over time, and they're built between people. So whether it's a relationship with yourself, a relationship with clients, a relationship with alliance partners, as I call them, which are people who can feed you with clients and you can perhaps feed them with clients. It's all about finding those relationships and then cultivating them and really making it work for everybody. Because when it's a win-win situation for everyone, that's when it works best rather than a one-way street. So what are some ways of reaching out to communicate with? I'll start with the alliances first. One of the best ways to do that is to take an inventory of what other types of professionals or businesses have the type of clients that you are looking for. So A, that assumes that you've already identified them, so that's what we would do in one of the first modules. But let's assume we've identified them. So in your case, for example, that might be physical therapists, it might be doctors, chiropractors, gyms, CrossFit, yoga studios. just any type of a place where people would be going who would need your services and who are open to your services. So it's a matter of really strategically striking your target. It wouldn't be just open up the phone book and write down every chiropractor in Rancho Santa Margarita, where your office is, and then just contacting every one of them. I would do a little bit of research on each one. We have the luxury of Google now, so get on it, get on Yelp, find out a little bit about each one, learn who the owner is or who the key person is who you would want to contact to form that relationship with, and know something about them so that when you do have a contact with them, you're not only tailoring your message to them, but you're also showing them the respect that you have done your homework, and it's not something that's just totally wouldn't be a fit for them. So one way that I recommend is writing a letter. So write a letter that introduces you and what you do, using your unique selling proposition, which is what makes you unique and what makes what you do unique. And what is it that you do in a nutshell? This is not a tome of everything you've ever done or everyone in the world you can help. It's very specific about what you do and how you do it and the benefits to the clients. Mm-hmm. And send that letter, then follow up in a week with a phone call. And with the phone call, you can say, oh, did you get my letter? And if they didn't get the letter, then there's a great opportunity to say, oh, well, I sent you a letter, and I'm Galina Denzel, and here's what I do, and I would love to form an alliance with you. Are you available for coffee or tea sometime in the next week for 15 minutes, or would you prefer to talk on the phone sometime in the next 2 weeks for 15 minutes so we can see if this is a relationship that we'd like to build together?
And in your experience as therapist, have you found that approach to be useful and to work for you? Just statistically say that you contact 20 people. Do 10 of them open up to make an alliance? Do all of them open up?
It depends on how well they've been pre-selected. In the beginning, I did not do that. So I learned the hard way, and my success rate was extremely low. But now, when I pre-select them, and oftentimes a way that I'll find them is I'll ask my friends, I'll ask my family, I'll put it out there on my Facebook page. Hey, I'm looking for good chiropractors in the holistic field who might want to partner, who do these types of things or have these types of attributes, and specifically the practitioner or the owner is open-minded, not closed-minded about what they do and how they do it and how they serve their clients. So we want to make sure that everybody knows what each other wants. And once that's clear and you can form a bond and that agreement, then you can the floodgates are open and you can do whatever you'd like. So my success rate now is, I'd say 90%, because I pre-sold.
Yeah. And also,
without pre-selection, you can expect about 2 to 3%, which is the same success rate as direct marketing, where you buy a mailing list and you just send out a million postcards. You can expect 2 to 3% response. Doesn't mean they're going to convert to clients, but that's response. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like speed dating when you have pre-selected. It's not a very good idea. Even though in an interesting world, I feel like professional speed meeting would be a good idea. If you have like 30 or 40 professionals in a room and you have 10 minutes together to find out about what each of them does, that would be very cool. That would be a cool networking option. I, with another friend of mine, started a Ladies Who Lunch Club in New York City at the Cornell Club because we wanted a way to network with women who were in the professional women, and we wanted to also just be able to enjoy the company and conversation and companionship. So we started it. So sometimes there's not one in your area that meets your needs, so why not just go out and start it yourself and grow it? Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. So reaching out to professionals through letters is one thing that I haven't personally done, and I look forward to the results of that and the fruits of that as you guide me through doing it during the program. Is there anything else in reaching out that you feel is important?
Well, there's so many things, Galina, but let's see. Another good one is just to be out in the public, doing something. Do what you love, whether it's, going on a bike ride or softball games or your church or whatever it is that you like to do. Get out there and meet people, and as you're meeting them, tell them a little bit about what you do and how you can help people. And, if they're interested, they'll take that and run with it. If they're not, no harm, no foul. At least you're still getting to know people. So that's one very simple tip. It doesn't require any money. It does require some effort on your part to get up away from the comfy, cozy sofa and television, but get out. And then another really good one that I have found is to give a talk, a presentation. So you set yourself up as an expert because you are an expert, but some people don't know that yet. So find a place, and there's innumerable places you can give these talks, at libraries, at churches, at community centers, at other practitioners' offices, at a chiropractor's office, a yoga studio, wherever that is, somebody who has space.
Yeah.
With the theme, write up a little flyer, promote it, and that'll be one of our videos about how to promote it. Get it out there and start telling your people about it, and if possible, do a demonstration, because people love a demonstration. If you can do something right there where they can see it and feel it and make it very visceral, then they really connect with that rather than just a talking head.
That is wonderful. This is actually how I got to my practice now in Rancho Santa Margarita. I was invited to give a talk at a chiropractor's office. And I think 2 months later, they called me and they said, "We have space in the back. Would you like to rent it out?" And that's how I have what I have now, is just through that talk. And I did the talk in the same room that is my studio right now, which is kind of fun. So you never know where these opportunities are going to take you. And just for those people listening who are thinking, "Oh, there's no way, I don't feel confident, I don't like talking," because there's some people who don't like to talk. You can blog, and you can blog on your local newspaper, like the Patch has its own blogs. So like I blog for our local Patch. So you can just go anywhere in your local Patch newspaper, and online you can just log in and write an article. And it'll come up. And that sets you up as someone who's findable. And then also, together with a couple of doctors here in the area, we started a local wellness summit. So you can start these little events that are going to make your name heard, and you'll be on flyers, and there'll be your business cards will be all over the place. You just have to have new brochures printed, because hundreds and hundreds of brochures have been taken from my office in the last couple of months. So it's a nice thing to know that your name is out there, your logo, your brand is out there. And it's just somewhere to start. And I feel like I'm just starting here, so it's a great time to do this work with you, Olympia.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as home play, I feel like if we leave people with something to do, writing that letter, if you haven't done it yet, would be a good place to start playing.
That's a great idea. Write the letter, and if you have additional time available, pick 5 places where you would like to send it to. And know that you may need to tailor the letter a bit to each one of the different 5 to make it meaningful for them and for you. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And it's just not something that's that hard, but there's like I feel in myself like a block. It's like, ooh, it's it's like something stopping me because I haven't done it. I've had the practice for a year and a half, and I haven't done that yet. And it's the fear, and that's where you and I we've created this whole module of facing fears and facing beliefs. It's the fear of being rejected, and I feel all of us have that fear, whether it's with an attractive person that you want to pick up a conversation with, or a client that only comes once and maybe they don't want to work with you. It's just that nasty feeling of what if. So how do you kick my butt into doing it, even though I have this
Well, I learned this skill the hard way. I'm so pleased that people are going to get the benefit of my failures, multiple failures. I took a summer job in college doing telemarketing, and I was so shy and so introverted. I really did not want to do that. I didn't want to talk to people I didn't know, and certainly not try to sell them something overtly, because that was the whole reason for the call, was to sell them on personnel services of all things. But I needed the money so badly that I took the job. It was the only one I could find. And so I had to really psych myself up. So what I ended up doing is I started to center and ground myself before I spoke to anybody. And then I would get in my mind, I would think, wow, who's the lucky duck who gets to talk to me next? And, to build up my confidence, take some deep breaths, and then I also told myself, this person is going to be so excited to know what I have to offer them, and they don't even know that I or these personnel services exist. So if they have a need, they're going to be so excited. If they don't have a need, then, it's okay. We talked, we hang up, no issues.
Yeah.
So that got me through it, and I use that today for myself, because I still get little butterflies before I even give a presentation or get here on I
think we lost internet a little bit.
Okay.
I think you're back.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. We had a little freeze there for a second. I feel like this was great for today. Would you be comfortable if we rounded up here?
Yes, this would be great. I want to just say something about the program for everybody. Galina and I are working on it now. We're setting it up as modules. So the first module is going to be about goals, personal and business financial goals, getting money and belief systems in order, identifying what you do and how you do it. The second one is going to be about budgets. So it's going to be time budgets, financial budgets. And the third one is going to be in-depth about reaching out to clients, marketing, communications. And there's going to be more, but those are the three that we've identified. We're going to walk you guys through it step by step. If you have any questions, we'll be available for questions. And we'll have a lot of templates for you, so spreadsheets to work on. So all you have to do is fill in the blank, or a list of resources we're going to have. We have a lot of good things planned for you, so I hope you'll join us.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. I look forward to it. This is forming, as you're leading me through the necessary steps to make my practice healthy and help it thrive. This whole curriculum is kind of forming on its own, and it's just been so wonderful to watch it unfold. And I don't know if we're going to come out with 8 modules or 12 modules, but I know that everybody's going to love them, and everybody's going to need that very, very much. And you're a fantastic teacher, and I thank you so much.
So how should we have people contact us, Galina?
I would say under the YouTube video, I'm going to put my email in your email so that they have the emails and also our websites. And just in that formation time now that the website that you and I are working on is not up yet, that'll be a way to reach us. And then later on, I'm going to add the Thriving Practice website on there.
That'll be great. Yeah, we can. So we're starting the wait list now, so the interest list. So let us know if you're interested, and we'll be sure to include you.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. you so much. Thank you for watching in Olympia. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.